Welcome to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex. Today we're taking a look at my favourite eShop deals covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. This one, it's a good week, I will say, though there's some big differences across regions, so hit subscribe, join us here for reviews and deals daily, and let's get started. If you are grabbing anything, then consider using cornershop.gg for discounted eShop credit. You'll get 5% off at checkout using code CORNER, and those, they are instant delivery via email. I also have 2 winners to announce for 2 $10 eShop gift cards later in the video, and 2 more to give away. To enter, drop a comment down below and the winners, they'll be announced in next week's video. Also, finally, congrats again to Loch Nasty on winning the winter giveaway, the Nintendo Switch OLED. He actually opted for the gift card equivalent. Crysis Remastered Trilogy then gets a new low price, 45% off, and first-person shooter fans, this should absolutely be in your library. Looks great on the Switch, and for the most part, the frame rate here holds solid. When you do factor in, though, the reputation of how powerful these games are, I think it's impressive they even managed it. The first game is my favourite, an open world style design tackling invading aliens, but the second and third are still a fun ride. They kind of lean more into a linear design, taking you through New York City. The third, on that note, will always have my favourite weapon, that is a lethal bow. The highlight of these games, though, it's gotta be your special ability suit, everything from invisibility to armour. I reviewed all 3 though, find those videos in the pinned comment below. OlliOlli World then is 40% off, that matches the low price. It's another one I reviewed here on the channel, find that video below. The gameplay is simple enough, though, a 2D side-scrolling adventure, and I've always considered it a platformer. Basically, though, you pull off tricks and try to rack up a high score along the way. There's also going to be like alternate routes you can take, more difficult or easier. This one then packs stunning visuals and tried something new with a narrative centered around reaching the skate gods. Sadly, that story, it can be a little slow, and sometimes I found myself wanting to, skip things forwards. Kao The Kangaroo on launch was broken, but they fixed it up and now it's here with 40% off. It's a very good 3D platformer, a throwback to the N64 era. You're out trying to uncover the secret behind the disappearance of your father. There's some fun mechanics packed into this one though, such as using your ears to swing around. It's really only let down by some incredibly weak voice acting and some minor slowdown. It got paid DLC too if you want to check that out. It's more playable content, think Halloween themed cosmetics and levels. A quick self-plug, I've relaunched Patreon, had it a while back, hands up, did a poor job at managing it. Now they've added the ability to upload video though, which makes it a whole lot easier. It won't just be Switch content, but PlayStation content and Xbox as well, thanks to PS Corner and Xbox Corner. If you do want to support though, I have linked it in the pinned comment below. That will break down all of the tiers. It seriously helps out, but please do know it's never expected, always appreciated. This in no way as well will take away from any content you're used to finding on the free channels. In fact, in 2023, the intention here really is to ramp things and take it up another level. Vengeful, Guardian and Moonrider is a quick mention then, but it's a new release with a launch discount at 10% off, and I reviewed it this week. Really enjoyed it, find that video below. A retro run and gun experience, so from the team behind Blazing Chrome, you are a cyborg fighting back against your creators who are out to take over the world. Now you're assisting the human resistance. It feels very Ninja Gaiden meets Mega Man, thanks to a map allowing you to tackle bosses as you please and then inherit their special abilities. Blossom Tales 2, the Minotaur Prince then will be for the old school Zelda fans out there. It's another one I reviewed here on the channel, find that below, but it's a top-down action adventure where, much like the first game, you are a brother and sister combo listening to your grandfather telling a story, and you essentially put yourselves into the shoes of the hero. It's about an 8-hour game with this one, some really fun combat and item experimentation, but I particularly liked the dungeon crawling and the puzzles. It's a new low price, 25% off. Deadly Premonition Origins then is 50% off, matching the low, and I haven't spoken about this one in a while. It's a cult hit. You either love its weirdness and B-movie style or absolutely hate it. I fall into the love camp as we take on the role of a detective investigating a set of murders. Investigate, explore and meet the incredible locals. It is old school and at times incredibly janky, but that is obviously the charm. It's got this clear love for Twin Peaks, and in my eyes, that is a massive positive. It's good stuff in that kind of weird, so bad it's good almost. Roguebook gets a new low then with 50% off a roguelite deck builder. I not only reviewed this one but featured it on my top deck builder videos as well, so find both of those videos linked below. This one comes from the creators of Magic and Faria. Choose one of 3 characters though here and explore a hexagon based grid. You're going to be using this time to battle, build your deck, uncover treasure. The catch, you only get so many moves. You have this paintbrush to uncover tiles before you must face a boss. It has some stutters unfortunately in performance that impacts its overall enjoyability, but yeah, look, it is still a good time. I do wish though they'd done more with the story. You're trapped in a book and that's really kind of all it gives you. Vampyr then gets 65% off, and while I know it wasn't for everyone, bit of a slow burn this, I really liked it. Now the idea here is you're a recently turned vampire. The catch, you are a doctor who wants to help people, and there lies the challenge. You're out to protect those that you need to feed on. It provides a decent amount of choice, this one, which I really like though, and it's a third person adventure that leans into quite a bit of stealth gameplay. Be warned though, these citizens, they react to what you do, and that's what I really loved. I also loved the setting as well, at London 1918. You know, it's not one we see all of that often in games. New tales from the Borderlands, and I'm considering my pickup of the week then, meaning not necessarily a recommendation here, but rather you may want to join me for the ride. I have been playing it though now, and I am really enjoying it. I always liked the original, and it's just a great world for a narrative-led experience. The story here, 3 nobodies are out to save the world, and maybe put a bit of cash in their pockets at the same time. The writing is just solid, as is the humour, and I think the simple gameplay works perfectly for handhelds. It is a new low price here then, 50% off. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night then gets a 65% off, and for Castlevania fans out there, this is a must buy. It comes from the creator of Castlevania. It does however lean into Metroidvania with its location design. Look, here though, we are taking on the role of Miriam, who is out to save herself and humanity. Her curse, her body crystallizes. Now on launch, I will say it was a bit of a mess honestly, but since then they've consistently patched it and got it to a really good place. Throw in then RPG elements such as crafting and a great selection of weapons to experiment with, and I think this one is a winner. Our first winner of the week then is going to Trevor, who heard the first Monkey Island was good, and I'd have to agree. I grew up basically on a diet of Monkey Island, Grim Fandango, and Broken Sword. You cannot go wrong with any of them. I would love to see them port the original Monkey Islands to the Switch though. I think it's obviously, given the new one coming out, probably the perfect time. Congrats though Trevor, drop me an email to claim your code, and everyone else, a second winner's coming up here shortly in the video. Azure Striker GUNVOLT 3 then is back, matching the low with 20% off, and this one it's a tribute essentially to Mega Man. It's all about fast-paced action while bringing back series lead GUNVOLT and introducing at the same time a new character in Kirin. The action is good stuff though, as is the combat. It was built for the Switch as a target platform, meaning perfect performance, and it features a slew of collectibles and a team power-ups. It even has a story mode plus. Watch my full review in the pinned comment down below, see if it's going to be one for you. Bright Memory Infinite Gold Edition then is a very fun first-person shooter that looks incredible on the Switch, and it's even more surprising when you find out it's made by a solo dev. The guns feel great though throughout. It packs a real challenge, there's nice enemy variety, and a few boss encounters are incredibly well done. The problems, the story is complete nonsense, it makes no sense at all. We are some sort of agency fighting evil that appears to come from, I don't know, the weather or something, who knows, and then it is basically extremely short. You can hit the credits in less than 2 hours. I still, however, enjoyed my brief time with it, and you can find my full review below. It's 20% off, and that is a new low price. Avaccord then is our second winner, who didn't know Fist was a Metroidvania. Definitely a good genre entry, that one. I've got my review on the channel, I've linked it down below if you do want to take a look. Congrats to Avaccord, drop me an email to claim your code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance to win in next week's video. Dragon Quest Treasures then to close us out, a new low price, 17% off, not a huge discount, but it is a new game so it absolutely makes sense. This one's a more simplified spin on the Dragon Quest world, and I dropped a few videos surrounding it. You can find both of those down in the pinned comments. The game's idea though here, hunt for the title of treasure, in a mysterious world while helping out the locals. Along the way, you'll not only battle but recruit these monsters into your squad. These can then assist you on the battlefield all in real time, or you can send them out on their own hunting for their treasure. I played it for a few, I got burnout on the formula personally, there's a lot of grind in here, just know that, but it is going to be a fun one in short bursts. I do appreciate as well the easier going mechanics and the narrative as well, sometimes it's definitely all you need. And that's the video down. Will you be adding anything to the library? Let us know in the comments below. With that then, like, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews and deals daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.